Hello there, lovely people. This is me, Ashley, here, sending my love to you from whatever reality I'm in today, whatever reality you happen to find yourself in. Please excuse my quiet voice, but it's like 7:15 in the morning here, and there are people asleep, so I'm trying to be quiet, so I hope you can hear me. Um, as you can see by the title of this live that I'm doing now, um, it's called it's called Back from the Dead and Miracle Babies. So I'm going to tackle the first one, which is Back from the Dead. Now, my friend, um, I met her from work today, and she said to me, "You never guess who came in work today." And I said, "Who?" Because no, I'd never guess. One of the main reasons why I'd never guess is because she said, "It's Annan Patan from Afghan." Now, I'd never have guessed that in a million years because, quite frankly, that person died. This person was somebody that she had a relationship with a few years ago, and I think he was in an accident and he died. Anyway, he turned up at her work yesterday, and enchant, hi morning. Um, he turned up at her work yesterday, and I went, oh, and that, you see, because he turned up at her work, I then automatically knew I wasn't dealing with my same friend. So I just went, oh my God, I'd never have guessed that. All the time going, ah, inside, as you can imagine, because he died. Now, he was beaten up and in a coma, and then got out of the coma and went to live somewhere else, and then came back again. Now, that isn't what happened in my reality. So, it just didn't happen in my reality. My friend lost her boyfriend, and now he came to visit her yesterday. I just, I can't keep up. I can't keep up. I'm just lost and gobsmacked by that whole scenario. I mean, what? What? That's the first time that I've heard of somebody coming back from the dead, although I know that some of you guys out there know of people that, have either members of their family are not there anymore, or or have come back from the dead, but I've never had that. So my friend was visited yesterday by somebody who died about 6 years ago. And I'm trying to be like, whoa, I'd never have thought that. I'd never have guessed that. Whilst losing my mind with that. I mean, I'm gobsmacked. I can't get my head around that at all. At least 6 years dead. Back. Oh, yeah. Enchant, yes. That makes a pleasant change. Yeah, 80. An extra £80. That doesn't happen very often, so well done. Well done, the Mandela effect there. I mean, yes, it has. I think recently the Mandela effect has been, um, it's been giving me things that I want. I know that. Things like a certain style of underwear has come back out of the blue. It disappeared for ages, came back out of the blue. I'm not going to explain what underwear I wear. I'll just say that that's one of the things. um, yeah, and the other thing that's part of this live is miracle babies. Now, I've been following recently the story of a woman who was infertile and was told she'd never have children. And she'd been 15 years knowing that she'd never have children. And she got, well, Robbie, it wasn't my friend, it was my friend's friend. But yeah, exactly. But this lady had been infertile and had known she was infertile for 15 years. And she's having a baby out of the blue. There you go. You're having a baby. And that's just amazing and miraculous. And oh, and that also then got me to thinking about, people who survive when they should never have survived. I know quite a lot of you people out there say you've had near-death experiences, but people who are, tumours have just disappeared overnight, things like that. Mandela effect, isn't it? It's the Mandela effect. Because these things do happen. I know that. I've seen enough on videos to, people's stories on videos to know that real miracles happen. People recover from cancer that just disappears overnight, or tumours that shrink very quickly and disappear, and that just is amazing to me. It's just amazing to me. And that has to be the Mandela effect, doesn't it? It has to be. I can't think of anything else it can be, so yeah, it's a really weird time. There's been massive shifts lately, lots and lots of things have changed. But somebody coming back from the dead, I just, no, I would never have guessed who walked into my friend's work, because he literally died about 6 years ago. So then I know, excuse me, that I'm dealing with a slightly different friend. And that's really difficult to keep up with. I mean, I'm sure that you agree that seeing our loved ones and our friends and family change, and things in their lives change, is I can't keep up with it. I mean, I couldn't say to her, I thought he died 6 years ago. She's going to think I'm an idiot. Because to her, I thought she'd already told me this story about how he was beaten up and put in a coma. So it wasn't. It really wasn't. So anyway, I mean, really, this was just a very quick one. I only bobbed on quickly. And the reason I did it this way instead of recording a video is that it just takes ages to upload, so it's easier to do it this way. I'm back in my own home again now, as you can see, so hopefully I'm going to be able to come on a little bit more often. I really need to. I want to say a big thank you to you all who have subbed me, because thank you, I've reached over 1,000 subs now. That's absolutely amazing that so many of you have found me. I'm so very, very grateful to you all for all your love, your support, your giving me things to think about, your links, all your links, and all your information and everything that you've done for me. A few days ago, I was having a really bad time, finding it difficult to cope with my family, and the support and love I got off you guys, I can't even begin to tell you how much that means to me, because even in amongst your family and friends, your loved ones, the people you care about, you're completely on your own, and trying to cope with the Mandela effect, changing things in front of your eyes when people don't see it, is so difficult. And the changing conversations, You'll have a conversation, but it will have changed by the next time you talk about it. Well, the next time I talk about it. So I end up sounding like a lunatic because nobody has had that conversation in the place that in the reality I'm at that time. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree. You can. We get pretty wiped out by it, absolutely shattered by it, lying down asleep by it. So yeah, we've had some massive shifts of late, and they brought somebody back to life, and that's the weirdest one I've come across. Obviously, obviously, out of everything that I've been through, I'm just glad it's not somebody I know, because I don't think I could cope. It's my friend's friend. I don't think I could cope if it was mine, which is weird because you long for departed friends and loved ones to see them again. But how would somebody who is affected know? How would we cope with that? Because my friend sees changes, but she's not affected. And this person is definitely a different person from the one I know, because the one I know, he died. So, Operation Popeye, learning to fly. No, I'm sorry, learning to fly. It's because it's like 7 o'clock in the morning here, and there are people asleep in the next room. So I'm trying to keep it down. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. Um, I'm going to try and, like I said, I'm going to try and do some more lights, and while I'm here, it's a lot easier than being with my family. Although being with friends that tell you that their ex-boyfriend who died 6 years ago came into work today is really just too much for me to cope with. And that's why I've just had to just pop on now and get it out of my system, because that's what it's about. That's what this channel was set up for me to get things out of my system. I've got, oh yeah, you're telling that person, because I've got mine on. I've got my headphones on because I know that when I'm talking quietly, you can hear me better that way. So I'm really sorry for the low volume. Um, it's only because I'm trying to be polite. So yeah, I just again want to thank everybody for subbing me, for following me, my journey, and for sharing it, and for caring, and for being here for me. Um, I want to do some specific um, different lives. One that's coming up is with Miss Amy, for anybody who doesn't know her. Anybody don't do screen hypnosis. Sorry, sorry. Um, yeah, the point is that without you guys, I would be a mess. I'd be an absolute blubbering mess in the corner because we only have each other. I mean, I'm lucky because my grandson, I've recently found out my grandson's actually Mandela affected, but we don't live near each other at the moment, so the poor boy's going to have to go through some stuff on his own, because I know that he's going to start seeing things in the changing on the ground reality. Um, oh yes, I was actually saying about Miss Amy, wasn't I? I want to learn more about the Bosra um, thought about what the Mandela effect is. Some people think it's something to do with this thing called Bosra, and I don't know enough about it, and I need to. And everybody, I mean, Miss Amy is a beautiful, lovely soul, and I have an affinity. I feel an affinity. Mind you, I feel an affinity with pretty much all of you, to be honest, because I know so many of you actually interact with me here online, which is I need. I need. All, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm very selfish. All this is purely to get for my benefits. It is. It's because I cannot keep it inside. I can't. I can't keep it in. I have to get it out of my system, otherwise it sends me doolally flip. So after hearing that my friend's boyfriend who died 6 years ago came back to life, I think I'm entitled to have to get it out. You know what I mean? To get it out. So yeah, I couldn't be more grateful for you guys finding me. I really couldn't, because I don't actually ask people to sub. Um, it's entirely up to you whether you want to follow my journey or not. For those of you that have and have like stuck with me through thick and thin, through the snotty mess, through the delirium, I can't thank you enough. It made the last 2 years that I've known I've been affected much more easy to bear. So with that in mind, and with the fact that my head's blown off completely by such a massive change in reality for somebody coming back to life, I'm going to leave you there for now. Um, oh, Operation Popeye. That's not good. I've had my wisdom teeth out and it wasn't fun. So I'm thinking of you on that one. Anyway, lovely people, as I said, this is only a very quick one because it's 7 o'clock in the morning and people are asleep in the room next door. So I just wanted to get that out of my system. Hopefully, I'll be able to do another live later on. And until then, in the meantime, sending my love to you all.